Yo, what is up YouTube? Today I'm showing you guys how to make the best two-way inside-out scorer on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Something about having the name scorer in your name is just satisfying. You see, we're going to go small forward, 6'7". The weight, we want to have that low so we have the speed, and with the wingspan, we are going to be a two-way, so we're going to want to increase that to 7'2". Real quick, if you guys are new, if you could drop a like and subscribe, I would appreciate it a ton. It helps me out a lot. And now with the finishing, you will be getting contact dunks on this build, so driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, and you could do post control max. That's going to give you 19 finishing. Plus, with everybody not upgrading interior defense, if you want to hit some people with some post spins, drop steps, back down, you could definitely utilize that part of this game. With the shooting, 3-point max mid-range, you have to be an 82 or below to get the name. That's why we go 82, and then free throw to get the 8 shooting badges. With the playmaking, ball handle, speed with ball, both max. And then we want to get the pass accuracy up because you want to be able to get some dots on people. You don't want to have slow passes. Basically, when you get the ball, you won't be able to pass because it's so slow, and that's what will happen if you don't upgrade pass accuracy. That's going to get us 14 playmaking badges, and then perimeter defense, block, or rebounding. That's going to give us 23 defensive badges. You see, we want the speed, we want the acceleration, we want the stamina. Vertical's got to be at least 70, and if you see, if I upgrade steal just enough, I'll be able to get pickpocket and interceptor, which are two badges that are going to come in handy. If you don't have steal up at all, it's going to be really tough to get intercepts, and you won't really be able to get the on-ball steals too often. Now, you still can, but just having the badges is going to help it. It's going to make this build that much more consistent, especially if you play things like 3v3, 5v5. They're going to help more in those aspects. You see, I'm just kind of taking some attributes here, putting them on other places I think might be useful, like having a higher vertical is just going to help me sort for boards more often. You guys can take some attributes and adjust them however you like, but you just got to make sure the mid-range is not above an 82, or it will change the name on this build. You see, I'm finally adding some to interior defense. That's going to give me 27 defensive badges. I mean, this build is really a two-way. You're not going to run into very many builds in NBA 2K21 Next Gen with that much defense. And the only weak part of this build really is the shooting badges. But with 8, I mean, you're going to get hot zone hunter and you're going to get deep threes. And at the end of the day, if you're a good player, that is all you need to hit all your shots. If you feel like you need more shooting badges, I would probably recommend taking off some of the finishing and adding to it, or even taking things like steal away from the defense and getting yourself more shooting badges. You see, playmaking, lock, spot up, and slashing the takeovers. There is no wrong answer. I went extreme clamps and spot up. If you like to slash, go slasher. If you want to play kind of like a hybrid big man role, you could definitely go the box out wall. Some of the glass cleaning takeovers, not very many people use them, so they are kind of underrated. They're not as overpowered as they've been in the past, but they're still good. You see, we're actually compared to LeBron James on this build, and just looking at all the stats, we are not going to be able to, because as it's happened in the last video, I mean, not even last video, but in a video before, 2K will stop you from seeing the build at 99 overall. So that's going to mess up showing how, you know, badges on Hall of Fame, because we're only at 89 overall at this. Of course, you're going to have posterizer on Hall of Fame. You're going to want badges like Fearless Finisher, since you have such a high driving layup to go along with the dunk. Slithery's going to be able to be Hall of Fame as well. You get 19 of them, so you can do a lot with it. Like I said, you could use drop stepper, post spin technician, bag down punisher, because most people aren't going to have interior defense, so you'll be able to baby them in the paint. Things like acrobat, definitely if you like to euro. Rise up, you do have a high standing dunk on this build, so you can definitely get consistent standing dunks being under the rim, even though you're only 6'7". With the shooting badges, like I said, hot zone hunter, deep threes, and you still have 2 more. Catch and shoot gives you a big boost to catch and shoot shots, so I would go with that over things like corner specialist, dead eye, blinders. Playmaking badges, we're going to want to have that quick first step. We're going to want to have handles for days if you're the primary ball handler. Now, if you're playing an off-ball role, you don't need the max out handles for days. You can save the badges for things like bullet passer, unpluckable, bailout, even things like ankle breaker. If you think you're going to get past the ball, you can go for a quick ankle breaker and then a score. Downhill, if you're playing a lot of rec. Floor general and dimer always helps your teammates. Break starter, again, if you're playing rec or 5v5, it's going to come in handy. And then with the 27 defensive badges, you're going to want Clamps Hall of Fame, Intimidator Gold, Rebound Chaser, Chase Down, Rim Protector, of course, is a must. You're going to want that Pickpocket and Interceptor both on, just to get as many steals as possible. I mean, ankle braces, if people, people haven't really caught on to use an ankle breaker yet, but I'm sure they will eventually. Warm and box are just going to help with rebounding and getting rebounding position. Pogo stick if you're playing a lot of paint defense. Trapper, don't put Trapper on. Trapper is completely useless, but Clutch Defender could be nice. Defensive Leader if you want to give your team some defense. You got 27 of them, so you can't really go wrong. Let me know what you guys think of the video. This is Tonic. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.